1 million ducks are born each year on Long Island's only surviving duck farm. The Crescent Duck Farm in Aquabog is all that's left of the once thriving Long Island duck farming business that peaked in the 1950s and 60s with 70 such farms. Fourth-generation duck farmer Doug Corwin runs the $10 million family business.
I grew up being a duck farmer. I grew up on a duck farm. It's a way of living. It's a way of using your hands and actually creating something. And there aren't that many people on Long Island that create anything anymore, that actually make something out of nothing. And here we are. We're breeding, we're hatching, we're making livestock, we're making meat for what was a major industry here on the island that we are the last of.
And Doug's youngest son, Pierce, is working to become a fifth-generation duck farmer.
It's good work, it's honest work, it's tough work, but something about actually making something that is very satisfying. I went to Cornell. I could go out and get a job anywhere if I wanted to, and I came back here.
Caring for the ducks is a delicate process that starts even before they're hatched.
We start with the egg. We collect the eggs twice a day. We wash them, clean them, check for any cracks.
Then, the eggs are placed into incubators.
The incubators turn the eggs, keep them a certain temperature and humidity, and then we put them into hatchers.
The process from incubator to when they hatch takes 28 days. Then, it's off to the nursery for a 2-week stay. As they grow larger, they're given more and more space. First, in the teenage barn, and 2 weeks later, in what's called the finishing barn. Finally, some ducks are sent off to become breeding stock, while others are slaughtered and shipped to distributors across the country and even overseas. Some, of course, stay close to home. Chef Michael prepares the homegrown bird for the Jamesport Manor Inn on the east end of Long Island.
First we saute a little bit of duck confit, put cassis, which is a liquor, and that flames up. We burn the alcohol off of that, and then we put lingonberries in, a little bit of fresh sage, reduce it down, put haricot vert, which is French string beans, a little bit of veal stock, and then we place the black pepper fettuccine into the pasta and just reduce it a little bit.
Owner Matt Carr says his customers appreciate the tasty choice.
People definitely come for Long Island duck. Long Island duck is famous, and people just absolutely love the duck because there's not as much fat in the Long Island duck, and it is a very popular dish. It's probably always 10% or a little more of your sales, and you say, oh, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is, because there may be 30 items and you're doing 10%, so it's quite a large amount. And people do come specifically just for the duck.
Most of the old duck farms on Long Island closed because government regulations to keep waters free of duck waste proved too costly to farmers. Corwin recently installed a $3.5 million wastewater management system to meet environmental standards. He says he's determined to keep customers, like the ones here at the Jamesport Manor Inn, purchasing his duck to preserve a piece of Long Island history. For Stony Brook News, I'm Desiree Keegan, Stony Brook, New York.